How do you divide with negative numbers? You divide with negative numbers in 2 steps. You start by deciding the sign of the answer. To do so, you can use the sign rules for multiplication. Then you divide the numbers, ignoring the signs. Let's repeat the sign rules, just to be safe. Same signs give a positive answer. So plus divided by plus and minus divided by a minus both give positive answers, just like when you multiply. Opposite signs give a negative answer, so plus divided by minus and minus divided by plus both give negative answers. Again, just like when you multiply. It's time to look at an example. What's the answer to 32 divided by minus 8? It's nice to put parentheses around negative numbers to make sure that you don't mess up the signs. A common mistake is getting confused because the division and subtraction symbol are next to each other. Let's follow the 2-step procedure presented right at the beginning. Start by deciding the sign of the answer. This case involves a positive number divided by a negative number, which are opposite signs, so the answer is negative. Write down the minus sign. Then divide the numbers, ignoring the minus sign. 32 divided by 8, which is 4. So write 4 after the minus sign, and that's your answer. 32 divided by minus 8 is minus 4. Now let's move on to another example. Minus 63 divided by 7. As before, you start by deciding the sign of the answer. Because this case involves opposite signs, a negative number divided by a positive number, the answer will again be negative. Write down the minus sign. Now divide the numbers, ignoring the minus sign. 63 divided by 7 is 9. So write the 9 after the minus sign, and that's your answer. Minus 63 divided by 7 is minus 9. Remember, it doesn't matter if the minus sign is in the numerator or the denominator. As long as you have opposite signs, the answer is negative. Now, what if you have equal signs? 2 positive numbers, or 2 negative numbers? You know from before that 2 positive numbers divided by each other gives a positive answer. There's no debate about that. The same goes for dividing a negative number by a negative number. It's really easy actually to show that the answer always is positive. Let's use an example to illustrate what happens. Minus 42 divided by minus 7. Here is a little trick. Factor minus 42 into minus 1 times 42. Now factor minus 7 into minus 1 times 7. The famous cancellation rules lets you cancel the minus 1 in the numerator and the denominator, and you are left with 2 positive numbers. 42 divided by 7, which is 6. This trick always works, so you may conclude that division involving 2 negative numbers always give a positive number. And there you go. By remembering the sign rules and the 2-step procedure, you can find the answer to a bunch more division problems. You divide with negative numbers in 2 steps. Start by deciding the sign of the answer. To do so, you can use the sign rules for multiplication. Then divide the numbers, ignoring the signs.